Never mind. I screwed that up already. Are you there, Amanda? No.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you
I
hear me?
Yeah, I instead of doing the countdown, I did my intro twice.
Oh, that's
Okay.
all right.
No, it's me. Hello, Mark. Hello, Cheryl. How are you? I miss you guys. Amanda, I miss you. We're just winging it
Miss you
tonight.
too.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are literally winging it. Amanda's going to tell her story. She did that test, 23 and Me. You guys, if I did that test, I have no idea how many brothers and sisters I would have because my dad was a truck driver. Ugh. Anyways, we're going to wait just a little bit for everybody to hop on. Hey, Fish Like a Girl. That's my girl.
Yes. Hello, everybody.
You, the funeral's in the morning. Cheryl, I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yep.
I think I saw that in somebody else's chat.
It has been a terrible 2 weeks for everybody. Literally, just I'll pray for you. Hey, Allie, how are
Hey,
you?
Ellie.
I miss you, Allie.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's been, you know, uh, God's been with me, that's for sure. And
Yeah, for both of us.
yeah, I can't even imagine, Cheryl. How old was your grandma? Not that that matters, but I lost both my grandparents, so quite a while ago, long time ago.
Hey, truth teller.
There she is. Hey, TT, how are you?
Yeah, she's here.
92. Wow.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah, that well, I
It,
know it,
it still hurts though.
yes,
Yeah.
it does. Yes, it does. The way this world is, though, I think she's in a much better place than what we are, that's for sure. It's I was watching a little bit and I don't watch the news, but Jim had the news on a little bit ago and I didn't even know that Russia and Ukraine were about ready to go to battle.
Yeah, I'd heard that a couple days ago.
Crazy. I'm going to get on my phone and because I have a hard time looking at the comments and I'm terrible and I don't want people to think I'm rude. Um,
Yeah, it's hard to see them on StreamYard.
it is. Well, it doesn't go by itself like it does on your phone.
Yeah,
So
it's just different.
it is. I'm so used to being able to just, yeah, it is, TT. It is getting bad. It really is. And it's going to affect us in the United States terrible.
Mhm.
It really shouldn't, but you know it's going to.
Oh yeah, it will.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, it says, I don't know. You guys, I got this camera and I've never used, and I tried it and I had a heck of a time trying to, I don't know if it's going to kick me off or not, but anyways, hey, Denise, how are you? Or Without Borders. I'm glad you guys can make it. We're just winging it. We'd been talking about doing a video on this because Amanda, she did that 23 and Me test. How long ago was that, Amanda?
um, 3 or 4 years ago.
And when
Yeah,
okay, you have one brother. Well, you
I had
originally
one brother that
had
I
one,
knew of.
yes.
Yeah.
And then you did the 23 and Me and you found out what?
Um, it's been over a year now. This past January was a year. So I had done the test a couple years before that, and I didn't log into that site that much. I mean, it will alert you, but I had the alerts turned off, and because you get a lot of distant cousins on there, you know, and so I would just log in occasionally, like maybe once a month or every 2 months to see if I had any matches, and it was never anybody close. Well, I logged into it not this January, but last January, because a lot of people get those for Christmas, just like I did. And I thought, well, they probably got the results back. Let me see if I got anybody new. And I about fell over because when I logged in, it said I had a half sister. And I know I've told you, Allison, but we joked around about how my dad was. He was a cop and basically notorious for cheating. So nothing surprised me. I mean, it did, but it didn't
Yeah.
because knowing there's a possibility, but still there's a new person that's really attached to that, and so I called her, or you can message on that site, and I messaged her, and I said, do you know anything about this? And she was like, no, but I would love to hear anything that anybody had to say about it. And I said, okay, well, if you're comfortable with it, call me. And so she called me, and the sad thing for her was both of her, the man that raised her that she thought was her dad, and her mom had both passed away. So she couldn't even ask either one of them about it. So she had more confusion than we did on our end, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's how it started. And then my dad passed away. We didn't really have a relationship. We had just started talking again about 3 months before he passed.
When did he pass away, Amanda?
Near the end of November, because it was near my birthday.
Okay.
And so we buried him around December 3rd. And then about 2 weeks later, not on the same site, but there's different sites that you can do the DNA on. And my half sister had done hers on Ancestry.com plus the 23andMe, which is how she found me. So then she messages me and my brother and says, we have another brother through that site.
Thinking you had one brother your whole life, and
yeah. And even with my sister, it was, I mean, shocking, but not knowing how my dad was. But she's only like 2 months younger than me.
Yeah. And you guys, I seen pictures, and you guys can really tell your sisters because you sent me. I mean, how awkward would that be? Because you're how old?
I'm 42.
How old's your brother?
He's 51.
And then your new sister is 2 months younger.
Yeah, she should be 42 by now.
Yep. And then how old's the brother you just found out? Do you even know?
He's a couple years younger than me.
Yeah. You guys, that because my dad, my biological father, he was a truck driver. I know he got around. I can't imagine. I've been told I've got a sister in Chicago. I know that my other half brothers and sisters, and we get along other than one of them, but if I did that test, I don't even know how many brothers and sisters I might have.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Shay, I've been meaning to message you back, and I will once things settle down. I will. I promise. Does any of you guys on here ever done one of those tests and found out, oh, Little Bit has a brother?
Oh, okay. So you found out through one of those tests a little bit?
She must have done or somebody done a test. And now
Yeah.
here's two without borders. Yeah, well, there's so many people. There is actually a married couple. They're actually friends of mine. He thought he had two brothers. They both got, him and his wife both got one of those tests 2 years ago. And
Hmm.
he found out he's got two more brothers. And his wife found out that the one brother is married to a sister she didn't even know she had. That's
Oh
how,
my goodness.
yeah. And he was a truck driver too, the dad.
Yeah. Like I said, my dad was a cop, and my brother was a cop, and they're kind of, no offense to anybody that doesn't have one like that, but they're kind of known for cheating. I mean, it's just at
Yeah.
least here,
Yeah.
you
And
know.
I know truck drivers that would not, they're um, really good people, but there's
Hmm.
some that, hey, Irvin, how are you?
Look how Irvin slides in every time. It
Oh,
cracks me
yeah.
up.
Yeah. He does it. He just
What's going on here?
he likes to come in and, rattle people up.
Yeah.
Truck drivers are supplying America. Yeah, they're supplying America along with some other things.
Yeah, exactly. The bonus.
A little bit told Irvin to get the hell out of here.
Who did she?
Irvin asked TT, when's the next live, TT? Uh, I fucks with you. He likes to. Yeah,
Yeah.
the last time Irvin was on here, he said he was gonna unsubscribe because of my conspiracy theories. Do you guys know?
Oh, Irvin.
Yeah, he's a dork. You guys know I got struck for my Super Bowl channel. They struck me.
Oh, I didn't know that. You didn't tell
Yep,
me.
yep.
So did
I
you have to take it down?
They took it down.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I let Megan without or think for yourself. I let her know, but I didn't even know it until I looked on my thing and I'm like, wow.
Well,
Yep,
that just proves you're onto something, honestly.
exactly. Yep. Oh, I know I am, Urban.
Irvin.
I don't I don't know. It just said
It must have been YouTube itself, I would
yeah,
think.
because I took a picture of it and sent it to whatever uh, Megan, but it said that your content was removed due to a violation of our community guidelines because it's the first time your account isn't affected. You're only warned once, and this warning will remain on your channel. Um, Content removed. That's all it says.
Hmm.
I don't know. But guess what? I'm going to get me a backup channel then, like everybody else does.
There you go.
I mean,
Oh, TT said she's going live soon.
who is? TT
TT
is?
said
Oh,
soon. Soon.
okay. Like tonight, TT?
Probably not, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just so nice. I come home. Everybody's been asking. I'll explain everything one night with everything that's going on, but I can't really talk about it right now, but I will. And I know people are wondering if I'm mad at other people, and I am not mad at anybody on here. Life has just been chaotic. And from what I've been told, it's been chaotic for a lot of people. Amanda, tell the story about your dogs.
Oh, good Lord. That's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Um, a couple months ago, one of my dogs had puppies, and she had six of them. We got rid of one and couldn't find homes for the rest of them. So we ended up calling um, is a rescue, is that what they're called? A rescue group. And so she came and got. Wait a second. We were keeping one of them, so she was going to take four. And so she takes them, and we. Anyway, the next day she brought them back saying they were sick, and she brought me two. Literally brought me two dead puppies left to bury them.
Oh,
And I thought that was the most horrible thing.
yeah.
And
Because how old were
so
the puppies? You raised them. You've had them for how long now?
they were a little bit over 4 months.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, these dogs were healthy, playful. I
Yeah,
don't know.
they were fine when they left here.
Something was fishy there.
Yeah. So anyway, she calls me saying this and that, or she was texting me, and she was like, "Well, they look underfed to me," and I was like, "They are not underfed. We were paying $75 a week, basically every 5 days. I can't a 16-pound bag of dog food, feeding them twice a day, and it was almost like she just didn't want to keep them. Well, they did come back. I don't know if they got parvo while they were there, but she brought them back. Once she brought back, two of them was dead, and two of them were covered in shit when they got here,
Oh,
literally.
I would have been livid.
Yeah, so I had to run them in and give them a bath, and the next day, the one that we decided to keep plus one she brought back, they died. Um, so we had to have, somebody else bury them. We couldn't deal with it. We're heartbroken. And and we took one to the vet that same day, and he only lived about 2 hours past when we took him. Well, then, so we're left with two of our dogs we already had, the mom, another dog, and the one puppy that lived. Thankfully, one puppy lived. I don't know how, but he did. And then the mom of these puppies that we've had for almost 2 years, she can climb the fence at our house. But usually, if she's gone, she'll stay gone a couple hours, something like that, and comes back home. Well, she's been gone for almost 3 days now. So this whole week, I've lost the puppies and the mom of the puppies, which is really odd to lose her, for her to go missing. I don't know if, I mean, she was a beautiful dog, so I don't know if somebody saw her and picked her up or what happened. But it's just been a really bad week.
Yeah, and I know. I
'Cause
mean,
yeah,
those
those dogs
our
are like
dogs.
kids to me.
Yeah, those dogs are. There are babies. There are. Um, it's just. Uh, I couldn't. I mean, I know you were heartbroken, and you still are, but I'm hoping she'll come back. She may find her way back.
I hope so. I really do. I don't know. I mean, and the thing of it is I'm thinking about these missing kids and stuff, and how bad that I'm affected by her not knowing what happened to her. So I can't imagine
Yeah.
having a kid gone,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
because I'm sitting there thinking, like, if somebody did take her, are they being good to her, or did she get hit by a car, or just not knowing is
Yeah. Just have to
terrible.
sedate you. That's what I mean. Yeah. Um, Megan, it was to your email, the second one you gave me. I was just telling them, my channel, they struck my channel for my Super Bowl video. YouTube did. They took it down. They took my video down. I couldn't believe it.
Hmm.
Oh well, it is what it is.
I'm not surprised. Why would they do that?
Oh,
You know why?
yeah, I know. So we can go back to the DNA. I'm sorry I brought that up, Amanda. I just everybody's week has been a lot of stress, not just me,
Hmm.
other people too. And I just don't want you guys think I just up and quit YouTube. I try to talk to people, and every time I try, it's something comes out and I have to take a phone call or whatever.
Mhm.
So
Thank you, Lookout Borders.
brother, your new brother and sister,
Mhm.
do you have a relationship with the sister that you met a year ago?
Not really.
Not really.
Um, we've talked here and there, and then, like I said, my dad passed away. Um, and that was an awkward way to meet, but that's how my brother that I've known for my whole life met her at my dad's funeral, and she never even got to meet my dad.
Yeah.
So that was kind of awkward. I talked to her on the phone maybe every 2 or 3 months, something like that. But the other brother that just came along after Dad died, uh, isn't comfortable with accepting it yet, which I completely understand.
Yeah.
And I just, I've told you, Allison, I reached out to him on Facebook, sent him a friend request, and it was actually Christmas Eve when he messaged me, and he's like, I really don't know what to say, but Merry Christmas. And I said Merry Christmas to him too. So he has that line open. If he wants to use it, that's fine. If he doesn't, that's fine too. But it's there if he wants it.
Yeah.
Because I could understand, you know, being in shock if I had found out the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's just open if he wants to pursue it. If he doesn't, that's fine too.
That would be very hard. I was sitting here thinking, wonder what I would do if I did one of those tests and at my age, especially, found out I had more. And sometimes that can be a good thing if you could, and sometimes it may not be, you
Right.
know. I know Little Bit said that she found out she had a sibling. They had given that baby up for adoption.
Mhm.
That I think would be really hard to a little bit. Do you have a relationship with that sibling? I can't remember. Was it a brother or sister she had? I can't remember what she said.
And
Do you
either.
remember?
Mm-mm.
No, I don't. Little bit, are you still here? Did you say you had a brother or sister you found out that was given up for adoption? That would be no, um, a brother. And that would be that would be hard.
Yeah. And it's like the thing with those tests. They have to also take the test from the same company. Because, like, I said I did the 23andMe. Well, my sister that I found, she had done both. She'd done one through Ancestry.com and she did 23andMe. And so she found our other brother because he did it on Ancestry.com. So it's a matter of people doing the test that, you know what I mean? It has to be on the
Yeah,
same
so
system.
you would have to, because I'm sure there's how many different tests out there. I know
I don't
I don't,
know. I mean, several, but not a whole lot
yeah. You
that
know
I
what?
know of.
I watched a documentary where somebody did one of those tests and the one of them got sick and the one that was that found out the brother ended up giving the sister
Mm,
bone marrow because it was a match. Now
yeah.
that I mean, and they are close as close can be now. So
Oh,
it,
well, that's awesome.
yeah, that could help. That would be a good thing. If
Yeah. I
would
think it
happen,
would just take time.
yeah, that would be awesome. And yeah, they were in their 40s uh,
Hmm.
when they found out that they had each other, and I'm almost positive she was on dialysis and needed a kidney transplant, and he gave her the kidney. So
Mm,
that would be that was a good story. And
yeah.
then you see, like in the true crime community, where the one of them are jealous of the other one because
Mhm.
they got to live with the parents, and
Right.
they go after. And there was one on that too. I don't remember whose channel it was on,
Mhm.
but it was really before I even knew I could chat on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know that for a long time either.
I don't think
But
I.
the whole thing with both, the brother and sister that I found, and me and you talked about it. Well, not the ones I found, but my sister and my brother that I grew up with.
Yeah,
Uh, Everybody has mixed feelings about it, and you know, when they found out that we had that other brother, then they decided that they were going to turn their alerts off on, because it tells you if you, and most of the time it's just distant cousins. They'll say you have so many matches, but they were going to turn it off because they just felt like they couldn't handle um, another one coming into the picture, and they basically wanted me to turn it off. And I told them I would, and at the time I meant it. But the more I thought about it, I was like, I don't care if I have another sibling. I want to know. They don't have to know if they don't want to know. You know,
yep,
if they don't want to know, then I, just don't have to tell them. I'll tell them eventually if they're ready for it. But I just kind of felt like it wasn't fair for them to try to, tell me that I couldn't find out if I had another sibling or not.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't
It
know.
was,
It's a mess. I mean, at least when I found the sister, my dad was still alive and I could talk to him about it a little bit. But now
yeah.
he's gone,
Do I
and
have an
another one comes along.
do I have an echo?
I
Do you
don't
guys
hear one.
you don't hear an echo?
Mm-mm.
Well, I just sounded like on my side I was echoing, but I don't hear it now. Hell, I'm probably delusional, as tired as I am.
I saw that little bit said she was a
Yep,
brother and that she wanted to meet him one day.
yep.
Hopefully you'll get to a little bit.
I know. Do you know how far apart you guys are? Little bit, little bit. I have time. I want to say little bit, and it's little bit.
Mhm.
What about that documentary that was in? I lost it. Inseminating women with his sperm. Oh, I seen that. Yes,
Was it the doctor?
yes, yes. And there
Oh
was.
yeah, I seen that too.
I don't know what ever happened to that guy.
I
Could
don't
you?
either, but he had a lot of kids.
I imagine there was brothers and sisters probably marrying each other.
Well, yeah, that's always been my big fear, even before I found out that Dad actually had kids, because I knew how he was, and we were from a small town, and it really did always bother me. Like, what if I have a brother?
Yeah.
Hopefully he would have told it, but you never know. And actually, if my sister, the one that I found with the test, they ended up moving to Virginia. But if they hadn't moved, me and her would have been in the same grade.
Now that
I
would,
mean,
um, yeah, that would be because you guys could have been friends, or
right,
you could have been two little girls that grew up disliking each other, and then you find out you're sisters.
right. So imagine if that would have been a brother, though.
Yeah.
You could have been dating them or whatever.
Oh my.
Hopefully they would tell it then, because both of them pretty much knew that Dad was the father, but they just went about their lives. And it's the same thing. Like, her husband thought that he was the father of her
Yeah.
all those years.
Oh, that's okay, Allie. You're fine. You can go back and watch it some other time. So
What'd she say? Swimming like?
her earbuds, she had to find headphones. The kids are sleeping. I know what
Oh,
it's
okay.
like to have your kids sleeping and you got to tiptoe so they don't wake
Mm-hmm.
up. You actually get 10 minutes, 15 minutes to sit down and not hear
Yeah.
screaming in. But I
Have that
promise
alone time.
one day you will miss it. I've told you that before, Alex. Enjoy it because one day they're going to be grown up and they're not going to want to be around you all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wish Lilbit could find her brother. Uh, oh my gosh, that would be sad. She wants to meet him and trying to find him. I know his name is Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting here thinking of all the Brandons I know, and which it wouldn't be anybody that I know, but
Well,
there
you
is,
never know. It's a small world.
yep, but there is so many ways. Uh, there's a lot. I guarantee you, somebody could find him for you, Lilbit. What's that noise?
I
Oh,
turned it down. Hold on.
were you jamming?
Not me. Ricky was.
Ricky. Anyway, there's a lot of good investigators, wannabe investigators that are really good that could probably find him for you.
Oh yeah, nowadays, yeah.
Alex
No.
Erickson's friend, her Wolfie, she would be a good private investigator. I doubt if she would have time, but there's people out there that would just do it. Good
Mm-hmm.
song, TT said.
I walked out in the garage and the music was on.
Oh, in school, I knew a Brandon with my last name. Oh my gosh. I think about that all the time, but I doubt it's the same Brandon. Oh my gosh, a little bit. Did you see that, Amanda?
Yeah, I just now did.
She,
Wow, that sounds about like what we were talking about.
yep. Um, but yeah, little Wolfie, she can find out anything. She gets on stuff and she won't stop.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yes, I would love to be able to help you with that. I have a common last name at all PM. Yeah, I would love to. I would love to know that last name. Maybe I can help you.
Yeah, you never know.
Yes. Was he the right age? Alex wants to know if he was the right age a little bit. Well, that would be something else if he was.
Yeah,
So is Lil
be
Bit the
similar.
only other one that's has a brother or sister? Nobody else on here has done one of those tests and found out that they
Not
haven't.
that they know of yet.
Yeah, no. Like I said, you hear about it so much. Like I said, even the couple down in 20 miles south from here that's friends of mine, and I would I would just like to see how many other people would. I figured there'd be a lot more because Amanda, it looks like you're the only one that has the one brother or sister. You had the one brother, found out you had a sister, and then found out you had another brother.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on them to come out the woodwork at this point. Waiting on them to take a test. Give me
Yeah.
an alert.
Oh my
I mean, it's funny, but it's not because we always made the joke that we knew how Dad was, and really made the joke. They may come out of the woodwork, and it's different though when it actually happens, and it's a real person, with real feelings. And then you find out, and like I said, it was so sad for her because both her parents had already died. She couldn't ask any questions. The only
Yeah.
person she could ask questions to was my dad, you know.
Yeah.
So
Look,
I
look at the
felt really
pinned.
bad for her.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Look at the pinned comment on Without Borders just said she probably was your sister if your dad was a truck driver too. Oh my gosh. Did she look anything like you? Did you I'd be stalking her Facebook wondering, is she my sister? I mean,
Well, I worked with a girl that at a nursing home, and she was from the same county I was from. But we had moved. It was in Charleston, or you don't know where Charleston's at, but several counties over from where I lived. And I was on maternity leave when they hired her, and she was going to be like our program manager. And they were like, "Oh my gosh, you guys look so much alike. It's just crazy." And I thought, people will say that, and then I'll think, but we really did. We looked a lot alike.
you
And
talking about the sister that you met?
no, no, this is just a random girl, but she was
Oh,
from the same county I was from.
oh
And
wow.
dad was a county cop. So even back then, it went through my head. Oh my God, did I mean, we really looked alike. And when people say that, you think you see them and you don't think you do, but really, we did. Even our patients would get us confused. That's
Oh
how much we looked
wow.
alike. Yeah. So I still wonder about her.
I imagine. TT said are you all familiar with Cece Moore? I've never heard of Cece Moore. She has solved a lot of cold cases through genealogy. The way DNA and genealogy has advanced is amazing. Yes, it is. You're
Oh
right
yeah.
there. Yep.
Well, just imagine. I don't know. They're probably already trying to attempting to do this, but somehow using these DNA results as relating to DNA in crime. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And seeing how they match up and everything, I could see that happening.
Yeah. So this was years ago Without Borders. Now do you ever now that we're doing this tonight, do you think you're gonna want to go back and maybe snoop a little bit? Or are you just gonna try to I mean, do you have any other brothers and sisters? Because I can honestly say I could not live without my brothers and sisters. I am so thankful for them. You do? Or you do have a brother and sister? I don't. This is where I get confused because I asked her a question if she's going to just let it go or is she going to snoop? And she said yes. And then I asked her, okay, yeah, she's got two older sisters. Yes. So have
Mhm.
you told them about this? Stole my question with that. Are you going to look into it? Yeah. Or maybe have you talked to your sisters? Maybe they might want to know for sure or what? I don't
Yeah,
know.
'cause
If
some people
somebody
don't want to
told me
know.
I was their sister, I don't know if I don't know if I would want to dig deep into it and see, make them take a test, or would I would just be like, I don't want to know, or I don't know. I guess did it did it upset you, Amanda, when you found out about the sister and the brother? Were you did you want
Not
to?
initially.
Yeah,
It just didn't surprise me, but once you start letting things sink in, it does kind of get to you. And of course, it's not their fault, the sibling,
yeah,
but it took a little bit for me to let it absorb. And I mean, I was fine with it at first, but then it kind of got to me later, and I kind of backed off from her, which is not her fault, like I said, but that's just how I handle things sometimes, right or wrong.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I don't know what she thinks about it or if she minds or anything. I mean, because
Yeah.
I'm sure it's hard for her too,
Hmm.
especially thinking all those years that the man she thought was her dad isn't, and he raised her, and like with the brother, I found out about later, the guy that he was told was his dad wasn't in his life anyway, so it's a little bit different for him
Yeah.
because he didn't have him there to begin with.
So, where did I just see that? Alex says, wait, she solved the cases, not covers them. So the Cece, I wrote that name down, Moore, that TT was talking about. I can't find anyways, yeah, she has solved a lot of cold cases through the genealogy, the way the DNA and genealogy has advanced. So she solves cases, not just looks into them. She
Hmm.
is a renowned genetic genealogist. You should look her up. I'm going to look her up. You know, heck, maybe she could, I don't know,
Hmm.
help a lot of people. She looks like she's already
Right.
had. Yeah,
Yeah. I
that's,
mean, it's definitely something. That DNA. It's just crazy how it works.
you know, when you look at it, like how they're getting these pieces of crap that have killed people 50, 60 years ago, and they thought, oh wow, we got away with this. Now
Hmm.
I bet people are scared shitless that have killed someone all
Oh
those years,
yeah.
because with this DNA, they're going to find them. They're going to find them, just like that. What was that old man, the Golden Gate, or what was that called? What was that old man? They just arrested him not too long ago. That,
I'm not sure.
oh my gosh, it was the Golden, he was from California.
Oh, Golden State,
The
the
Golden,
Golden State Killer.
no, was that it?
I'm pretty sure.
Golden State?
Hmm.
Yeah, it was
I'm not
the,
positive, but there
yeah,
there
that
was a killer
Joseph,
called the Golden
that,
State.
that Joseph D'Angelo. Yeah.
Yeah, True Killer just said it.
He literally killed at least 13 people, 50, raped 50, and 120 burglaries in California from 1974 to 1986. And they freaking got his ass. I think he was
I
arrested
wish they would.
in 18.
Hmm.
And
Yeah, that was that Golden State.
yeah, he was, yeah. So it'll happen. Golden State Killer. Yep, you were right. I thought he was the Golden Gate.
You're close.
Yeah, it is crazy the way science has evolved, Allie. Yeah, can you
Oh
imagine?
yeah.
Because they say our government right now is, I've heard different, 20 to 50 years advanced in their technology, but they're only a release a little bit at a time. And I
Hmm.
can guarantee you they have a cure for cancer. Um, I guarantee it. And
Hmm.
heck, 25 years ago, my instructor told me that uh, he said there is a cure, but they're not going to release it. I mean, and
Hmm.
he was at a university, and he was like a big doctor that come from another state. He taught doctors. Um, so yeah, it's,
Well, you got to think about it like this. In the early '90s, '80s, whatever, AIDS was a huge epidemic. I mean, I
Yeah.
remember in middle school we had AIDS classes,
Really?
concerning how the, yeah.
Oh, we didn't
Uh,
have that. Wow.
well, you're a little bit older than me, but I mean, yeah, we
Hey
did because
now,
it was.
not that much.
I didn't mean that. I mean it like that. But yeah, we did, in safety and all this. I mean, it was almost, like a sex ed class, but not, at that age.
Yeah.
And but it was strictly about AIDS. And I
I
mean,
do.
look now, like, Magic Johnson's still alive, and they've got medicines that can control it more than what they used to.
Yeah. I do know I was scared to death. I was scared to use like the toilets because I thought I would get, it was
Right, right,
scary when all that first come out. Yeah.
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 I mean, you
TT.
could get it from blood transfusion. They
Yep.
just didn't know how to handle it
There was a
at the
lot of
time.
people that got AIDS from a blood transfusion.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, do you remember that movie about that little boy that got it? I can't remember what it was called. But they weren't allowing him to go to school, and it was when it was really, uh, AIDS was new to everything, and
I guess
they told him he couldn't go to school, and he got it from blood transfusion.
wow.
And you hardly ever hear anything about it nowadays.
No. No, they have commercials now showing, that you
Certain
can
meds,
live a normal life and
yeah.
fine. Yeah, TT said the big pharma won't allow um for them to bring out the cure. Of course they won't.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. They're making too much money off of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ryan White, that's it, Ecto.
Who? Ryan
Ryan
White.
White,
That was the name of the movie?
yeah,
I've
yep.
never even heard it.
I'm sure you can find it on YouTube now.
Yeah.
It used to
Yeah.
be like a Lifetime movie or something,
Huh.
but it
Um
was a good one.
I've never even heard of it. Philadelphia with Tom Hanks. Is that another
Oh, that
movie?
was such a good movie.
Well, I've
Oh
never
my
seen it.
goodness.
I don't watch.
And
What is it?
well, it's from the '90s though, and
I know
Denzel Washington.
Denzel Washington.
Uh-huh. You know who he is? You've
No.
seen him and stuff, I guarantee it. But
So
yeah, it's
Philadelphia is
this
the
guy
movie.
gets AIDS. Huh?
Is Philadelphia the name of the movie?
Yeah, really good one.
Okay.
Really good.
And these were based on true stories, I'm assuming.
I don't think that one was.
Oh, okay.
Not that I know of, but it was still really good.
Without Borders said that my parents refused to let me go to college to be a nurse, so I did psych, and then when I was 30, went back to be a nurse.
Oh, Without Borders, Psych would be awesome too, though. I love psychology.
Oh, she's
Yeah,
really good. Um, she's really good.
Echo. Yeah, yeah. That
Apologies.
Ryan White. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why I got the transfusion. Right.
yeah, yeah.
Who's a hottie Without Borders? Oh,
What?
Denzel Washington. Alex said, "What? Denzel Washington? You know him? Talking to you because you said you didn't." And then
Talking to
Without
me?
Borders put yeah, because you didn't know who it was.
I don't. I don't watch
Yeah,
movies. You know that.
you'll know him if you'll recognize him. He's been in
Did
all kinds of stuff.
okay.
And then Without Borders put he's a hottie.
He's a hottie. Oh, that's funny. A little bit said she
But
thought it was.
Tom Hanks is in it. It's good anyway.
Yeah, I don't like Tom
You
Hanks that well, though.
don't? Oh, is it because of the conspiracy stuff?
No, I know. I just don't watch a
Oh,
lot.
okay.
I do like Mel Gibson. He's a hottie, or was. He's Um, they were afraid I would catch it. Well, yeah, I was scared.
Yeah, they made you scared.
Sure. What I'm trying to think of a movie. I'm gonna look him up real quick, guys. I gotta check this guy out.
Who, Denzel?
Yeah, and see if I know who he is.
Yeah, you do. I promise you.
Okay, I do. He played in a movie where I did watch it. I think when I first got with Jim, we watched it. His his wife or something had cancer, and he wouldn't.
John Q.
They wasn't going to treat her. The insurance wasn't going to pay, so he held the doctors or something hostage. Is that? Am I thinking
Yeah,
of the?
that was John Q.
Yes.
That was
Now
the name of the movie.
that was a good movie, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't really like movies, but that was a good movie. Yeah, that's the only thing I think I've
Well,
seen him.
I promise you, if you watch that Philadelphia, you won't regret it. With him
Yeah,
and Tom Hanks. It's really
yeah.
sad at some point.
Or it was his son. Yes, a little bit. I knew it was something that was sad. That was.
Yeah, the son.
How do you not
All
know?
right, let me turn my music down again.
Don't judge me. Don't judge me. I don't. I mean, I
What?
now
Who put that?
I do remember that movie. Yeah, yeah. Boy, I've got. He was in Saint Elsewhere back years ago. Oh, Ben Affleck. He's back.
Is that a soap opera?
What?
Saint
Saint
Elsewhere?
Elsewhere? I vaguely
Mm-hmm.
remember. I think I keep saying
Mm-hmm.
Ben's back with J Lo.
No, is he really?
He is. They're back together. I seen it on something. Maybe
That's weird.
yeah, they did an interview with
You
her.
know that Jennifer Garner is where
I
I'm from.
loved
She's
her.
from here.
I love Jennifer. I think I loved her in that movie Heaven is for Real.
Mm-hmm.
That was my
I
favorite
love
movie. And
13 going on 30
yeah, yeah.
with her in it.
Yeah, I know. I'm terrible with names. Really bad. I am really bad. Johnny Depp, isn't he the one that played in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or something?
Huh? Anyway, what'd you say?
Isn't what's that guy's name? I just seen it. Johnny Depp, isn't he the one that played in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory or something?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
played in a whole lot more than that, but yeah.
Yeah. I
Yes,
don't know.
Jennifer Gardner is from West Virginia a little bit.
She really, she is, I
Yep.
just, she is so pretty and she was such a good wife. Oh, Ben was a jerk
Hmm.
to her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they live where I used to drive by her parents' house all the time when I was working.
You used to what?
Drive by her parents' house in
Really?
Charleston.
Did she give
Yeah.
him, did she buy him a beautiful house and stuff?
I don't know if she did or not,
Yeah.
honestly.
You're exactly right, Ecto. She is addicted to relationships. You're right. She
Yes,
can't,
Echo.
yeah. Yeah, I don't like her. I don't. No, I wish I looked like her, but I don't like her personality. Yep, she can never be single. She goes from man to man to man to man. She's teaching her kids. Yeah, nuts.
Yeah, a little bit. I remember you telling me you were from here, from West Virginia. Do you still live here? Seems like she told me she lives over the bridge in Ohio, maybe. I can't remember.
Yeah, the only one that's close to me is Without Borders. She sent me a picture today, and I thought she was ice fishing, and it was her husband because I was so excited she went ice fishing. She's like, not me, my hubby. Because that is the
Yeah, a
best
little
thing.
bit. Little bit said, yeah, yeah. So she's not very far from me at all.
No.
Like maybe 30 minutes, I'm thinking, or less.
Oh
Depending
wow.
on,
Now
yeah.
that would be neat to have
Mhm.
somebody, and I think I could, I mean, a lot of my
Well,
good friends are on here.
well, Alex is, as far as I know, where she lives is only about 30 minutes from where I grew up.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I think that would be
Small
neat.
world.
Yeah, I think Without Borders is like 3 hours from me. Um, so yeah. Heck, you and Lil Bit can go out for lunch someday or have coffee or whatever you want to do.
Mhm. Not far at all.
No, that would be fun. It really would. Oh, I know you would. My gym is infatuated with her. Like, oh gosh. I just puked
They
in my.
like them big booties.
Huh?
I said they like
Oh,
them big
yeah.
booties.
Well, no, he likes it because she used to wear well, she still does, real fur coats and stuff.
Uh
Uh,
huh.
because, he's trapper, we hunt and all that. And even with my fur hat on and my fur earmuffs, he don't even drool like he does as soon as she comes out on stage with the fur coat. I tell him to stick his tongue back in his mouth.
A little
And
bit. I'll give it to Allison. We don't
yeah,
ever email, but I'll give it to her.
yeah, do you want me to show her under your Lee Love?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll send you her Lee Love messenger so you guys can talk because I'm terrible with emails and she's worse than me.
Yeah, I'm worse than that with email for sure.
Yeah, so
Sometimes Facebook I'm even bad with. So.
I'll do it right now so I don't forget. Yeah. Anyways, I am an ass man for sure. Oh my goodness, you man.
At least he's
Yeah,
honest.
that's exactly right. Honesty is always the best. Because let me tell you, you don't get that very often anymore. And
That's for sure.
that is for sure.
Yeah.
So would most men and women. Yeah. I don't know what it
She is
is.
very pretty, Alex. Yeah, she's a pretty woman for sure.
Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. I just wish she
I
was better at being
I
a.
loved her in Selena. Not you probably didn't see that either, TCA.
Yes, I did because
Did you?
actually I seen it on YouTube and I didn't really know Selena and that her
Mhm.
manager or whatever is the one that killed her. So I actually looked it up
Yes.
and watched the movie. I liked J Lo in that movie where she beat the shit out of her husband that abused
Oh,
her.
enough.
That
Yes, that's a
was
good
my
one.
favorite show with her in it. Yep.
I watch that one pretty much if I run across it every time.
Yep.
'Cause she did do good in that movie.
She was a badass. That's for
Mhm.
I'm going to be doing for sure.
Every time you see J Lo, you're gonna think that now.
Yeah, I am. Made in Manhattan. I've never seen that.
I did see that once a little bit.
But I'll tell you right now, that Selena, that broke my. That's sad.
It really is sad.
Oh my
And J
god.
Lo did such a good job playing her. You know
Yeah,
when they
she
show them
did
both
great.
dancing,
Yeah, she looked a lot like her. Yeah, that was
danced like her.
believe that people go that crazy. 250 million. Yeah, I'll never forget my ex-husband and me. I had the hugest crush on George Strait. I mean, from the time I started dating him when I was like 14 or 15, and we got married when I think I was 19, maybe 20. I think 19. But anyways, Lacey, my oldest daughter, she's 30 now, but she was like 6. And we were all sitting at the table, and he's like, "So if George Strait come knocking on the door, would you leave me for him?" And I said, "Well, heavens no, but he better not ask me twice because I'd be gone." Because George Strait, and I would still I'd push his wheelchair, that's for sure. I would, if he's in a wheelchair, but I would push his wheelchair. Blake Shelton. See, I don't like what old Blakey boy did to Miranda.
Boy, yeah.
Yep. Brooks and Dunn,
I like
yeah.
that'll turn
Yep.
me off from them too.
Yeah. Yep. I love the Brooks and Dunn, George Strait. That country is I mean, that's the best music ever. I love that
Yeah,
music.
the older country. I like the older
Yes.
country.
Yes, I love George Jones, Hank
I saw him
Williams.
in concert. Saw Hank.
Yeah. You seen who in concert?
George Jones and Hank Williams Jr.
Oh, you are so lucky. I had a chance to go see Kenny Rogers in Ottumwa, which is
Alex,
stop.
why did you put a wheelchair?
Huh?
She put a
What?
wheelchair like she's saying we're old.
What?
She
What?
put a wheelchair symbol.
Who did?
Look,
Alex.
Alex.
I thought you were talking.
Like she's trying to say we're old.
Well, no, because I said I'd push old George Strait in a wheelchair.
Oh, okay. I got
Yeah.
you. What? Who was it? George Jones. Who used to ride his lawnmower drunk? Remember that?
Yes.
He got a DUI, ride his lawnmower.
Yes.
That's
Gosh.
funny.
Kenny Rogers was 20 miles, just 20 miles east of us. He went for his last concert and he died not too long after that. I literally cried because I loved Kenny Rogers.
Yeah,
Eddie
he's
Rabbit.
definitely old school.
I loved Eddie Rabbit. Eddie Rabbit.
Oh, I barely remember him.
You don't even know who Eddie Rabbit is, do you?
No, I've heard the name.
Oh, okay.
Tell me what he sings. What's he sing?
I don't even remember anymore. I can't think. He was cute. My sister sang his one song. You're asking me you'll know when he sang, I love a rainy night, you and I, driving my life away. You don't even know what I'm talking about. The other ones I don't know.
No, I don't. If I heard it, I'm like,
do you guys ever go back to when you were younger to like the music? I was listening to Sheena Easton on my way to Iowa City. Sheena Easton. I remember I just thought she was so pretty. And she has not even aged. Some of these people do not age. They look the same as they did 35, 40 years ago. I don't get it. Love the Rainy Nights. Yeah, that was my sister. She used to sing that song all the time. Are you talking about, Kenny Rogers? I don't know. That bothered me when he died. I wanted to see him. I mean, I really did.
I tell you who was good in concert was Bob Seger. I love him.
Yeah. Oh, little bit. Lukey boy. Oh, let me tell you. Yeah. I used to be infatuated with that man. He did his concert at the Eldon Fair 10 years ago, and maybe 9, 10 years ago. And I was standing, and I did not know his wife was standing right next to me. I didn't even know it was her until
Yeah.
after the concert. And I was talking to her. I mean, thank God I didn't say something about, well, he's got a nice ass or anything like that. I didn't. We were
He's probably
talking,
used to it.
and she was so nice, just the sweet little pretty blonde. And she went, I was like, oh my gosh, I stood next to Luke Bryan's wife all night because she was right the gate, because we were right up front. She stood right here and I was right here like this. Gosh. Anyways, guys, my daughters tried calling me, so I better answer it. I thank you guys for getting on and hanging out with me and letting Amanda tell her story a little
Yeah,
bit.
thanks for listening.
We need to find your brother. We do. I'm going to send you, I can't do it right yet because then I won't be able to see the comments. I'll send you her messenger information. And without borders, we need to do some more talking and see if, just maybe you might want to meet if that is your sister. Who sung the one that was upside down, boy, you turned me inside out? The one
Sounds familiar.
upside down. I don't know. I don't know. Diana Ross.
I don't
Oh
know.
my gosh, Ecto, he knows everything.
Yep.
Boom, he knows it.
Mhm.
Says Diana Ross. She can sing too.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Amanda, for
Oh,
coming.
thank you.
Yes. Yes. We were winging it tonight, guys. Again.
Yeah, we were.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us. You have a good night.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Bye.